Invincible Versus is the most recent, latest, full stop, fighting game to come out. Cause that shit is nowhere near the greatest fighting game to come out this year, nigga. That isn't the greatest fighting game to come out in April. Fuck of all time. April, May, whatever technicality you want to use to move that shit around, is not the greatest fighting game. I don't give a fuck what you say, nigga. It's a fighting game that released that's very popular because of the Invincible IP. But that to the side, I just made a video that you could find on my channel, probably in the iCard if I remember it, about what characters in Invincible are the easiest to use. Again, you can find that on my channel if you want to use it. You can also spank that like button as a courtesy on this video and that video, but you know, this video will do. Today though, we're just making a general worst to best tier list for Invincible Versus. And I'll give you a spoiler right here, right now. This nigga's at the top of both of them. Invincible, hold on. Invincible is not only an easy character, he's an easy to use, he's not only an easy to use character, he's really fucking good. He has a full screen dash punch that is positive, unpunishable on hit or block. He has two amazing supers that just never fucking miss and are hard as shit to block. Especially his level 3, that bitch does a metric fuck ton of damage. Invincible deadass has no downsides. Maybe you can try and argue that he has a technical weakness against zoner, but as fast as his dash punch comes at you, and the fact that you can use assist to cover your weaknesses, this nigga's a fucking amazing. I'll say Adam Eve is mid as fuck because she's not the hardest to use character, but it's not like Invincible where she has some bullshit that zooms across the screen and she can just now combo the fuck out of you. She still has to put a little bit of effort in the neutral, not as much effort as other characters that we're gonna get to, but let's do Battle Beast. Battle Beast, I was thinking, my brain was still thinking in the other tier list, but Battle Beast requires a lot more effort than Adam Eve, but I wouldn't say he's not good. In this game, projectiles and being positive in projectiles are king in this game. They rule over everything, and Battle Beast, he doesn't have either. He doesn't have a projectile, and he doesn't have the ability to zoom across the screen and just start beating the fuck out of you. So he's already just discounted at a free win and rage quit now because he doesn't suck, but it takes so much effort to use him that you might as well use somebody else that does the same thing but better. He has a really good overhead, which is the things that keep him out of not good and worse. When he actually does get in and hit you by himself, he could really dick you down and do a lot of fucking damage to you dully. So that's what keeps him out of not good. He has a strength, which is his neutral game. His combo game, once he gets in, is really fucking good. And he has armored moves in neutral to help him out. And armor in this game, again, is fucking king. In this game, armor does not break to multi-hits. It does not break to projectiles. In this game, the only thing that matters is if you press that fucking armor button if you miss. That's it. If you hit them with your armor move, doesn't matter if they're blocking, doesn't matter if they get hit, doesn't matter if they're in the air above you, it doesn't matter. Once they come down, now you can swing because you're fucking positive. Bulletproof in the show, power-wise, personality-wise, is invincible, but he can now say nigga. In this game, everything Invincible has, Bulletproof has, but he also has a dive kick. Everything I said about Invincible applies to Bulletproof, but with a dive kick. Look, instrumental randomly stopping. Rexplode. I wouldn't say, look at my music, just stopping. It just fucking stops at will. I hate this goddamn player. In the last couple months, I don't know what the fuck has happened, but this player has been progressively breaking more and more. Rexplode is an easy to play character, easy to get wins with, because whenever you get the pressure on you too bad, you can always create space, wave dash back, and just throw projectiles, and you'll be all right. He has a built-in ability to just give you space to breathe. And when you get to higher levels and you're dealing with people that you have to put a lot of block pressure on, he also has a standing overhead with his special, with his down special. So there's also that. So not only is he good at rushing you down, he's also good at backing up and playing projectiles and playing defensive. And in this game, there's a lot of defense mechanics. In this game, pressing back is your friend. There's a lot of other fighting games that are balanced around the idea that they want you to fight even if they have zoners, but this game tries to prevent infinites in the worst ways possible that just encourage zoning. Like, yeah, it's no more you just getting infinitely hit and your ass beat as a rush down, but as a zoner, there's no drawbacks for you at all whatsoever, because every mechanic in the game is designed to send your opponent across the fucking screen. Excuse me. Thula, I don't think Thula's that good for the simple fact she doesn't have any armor in neutral, and she doesn't have any broken thing to balance out the fact that it takes her so long to get to you in neutral. Even though she has the long hair that gives her some kind of strength, it's not like with Battle Beast, where once Battle Beast starts hitting you, you know you're losing a good chunk of damage, and he has two amazing supers. Thula, that little hair whip super, that shit sucks. I'm not gonna lie, that shit sucks. Like, when it hits, it does a decent amount of damage, but when it misses, it's really easy to just go around and punish her. Like, I feel like she's a glass cannon when you remove the cannon. Robot, one of the worst characters in the fucking game. Genuinely, Robot has no upsides. That missile that he has is really great as an assist, but when you actually have to play Robot, let's say your other two characters die, or let's say you go into overtime and you got caught on Robot going into overtime. Robot is not really good in 1v1 situations. He has pretty bad neutral. His projectiles fucking suck. His supers are great if they hit, because they're easy to combo in and out of, and assist combo and all of that stuff. But if you whiff his super, it's one of the few supers in the game that's actually really fucking easy to punish, even though they're two projectiles. Like, Robot has no upsides, because Robot has very laggy, he has very laggy heavy moves, which in this game doesn't have a crazy amount of lag off of heavies, doesn't have a crazy amount of lag off of heavies, doesn't have a crazy amount of lag off of heavies. Her heavies are all projectiles, so the lag that she does have doesn't matter. You see the point I'm getting at? Actually having to incur downtime and negative frames, being negative on hit, on block in this game is really bad. And with Robot, you really feel that downtime, because even if you want to just be a bitch and spam the missiles, it's not really good to do that as a primary strategy when you're playing, when you actually have to play Robot. Monster Girl goes right down there with her boyfriend, Rex! Let me blow my nose again. It's allergy season, plus I got a dog in my room. So, and for people who have dogs, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't develop a dog allergy, but dog hair being in the air, you're gonna eventually breathe it in, and it's gonna fuck with your system if you have allergies. So y'all gonna have to just excuse all the going across the entire video. Monster Girl is Robot, but without a projectile. Now, she does have some armor that would settle that out if she didn't have a different dash from the rest of the cast. You heard me right. Everybody else in this game is able to cancel their dash by crouching, aka pressing down, and do what's called a wave dash. Monster Girl cannot do this tech, because in this game, her dash puts her in the air. But there is no fast falling in this game. If you were able to fast fall and landing cancel with normal or something like that, then okay, yeah, that'd be cool. Her dash putting her in the air wouldn't matter. But this game does not have fast falling. So her dash sending her in the air just makes her vulnerable because her air game ain't that great. It ain't good at all. She does have one really good super, that being the elbow dash with infinite armor that also multi-hits. But I'm not gonna lie, if you want a super with really good elbow dash armor that hits more than once, fucking use this nigga or something. Or maybe even where is it, Lucan, which we'll talk about Lucan when we get to him. But this nigga free win, oh my god. Omni-Man, his whole game plan is invincible uppercut, invincible uppercut, invincible uppercut. He's not designed to be a zoner at all, but his clap projectile is so fucking good. If you're not paying attention, you could get zoned clean the fuck out by an Omni-Man at all levels of play. Because the thing about Omni-Man's projectile is it's really good if you short hop it or if you just use it standing. So like if the Omni-Man you're playing against can predict your every move, you're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. I had to say it 3 times because I'm the Dr. Umar, this game and shit. Cecil, I'm not gonna say free win for the simple fact that his projectiles are really good at doing their job, and he does have the ability to just dick you down and not let you breathe from either up close or at a distance with his wave dash tech and stuff like that, and his crazy movement that he has access to. But Cecil is a glass cannon because a lot of emphasis on the cannon. Okay, I think my soundboard just switched over. It might have just switched back to my computer because I just pressed one of my buttons and the computer just said with it. So yeah, I guess my shit just don't want to work now. All right, anyway, just this show goes on. Elemental. I won't say free win with Elemental. Okay, there we go. Now my shit is working. I feel like Elemental is bona fide. Actually, I'll go so far as to put her in Rage Quit now. Elemental is by far the best zoner in this game. You heard me. Elemental is by far the best zoner in this game. Because going up against a good Elemental like me is very fucking stressful because she can keep you across the screen and then zoom over there and beat the fuck out of you at will. And then, by the way, you can tag off of projectiles, and she has a lot of projectiles. So at any random time, she can mix you up and tag in somebody off of a basic combo that includes a projectile. So Elemental is really fucking good at low and high levels because she has a lot of room for advanced tech and stuff like that. Okay, we'll just get off this instrumental. She has a lot of room for advanced tech because, like I said, the way she can just beat the fuck out of you, or she could just stand across the screen, spirit gun your shit down. She's really fucking good. Anissa, I would put Anissa as mid because Anissa is the most mid-tier character in this game. She doesn't have anything in her kit that's really fucking stupid to the point to where she can get free wins or make people rage quit. You have to have skill to use Anissa, but at the same time, her weaknesses aren't so bad that she's like a monster girl where there are mechanics in the game that actively make her harder to play for no reason, or for like Thula where she's a glass cannon but heavier on the glass than the cannon. She's a cannon but she's not really glass. She's a wooden cannon. She's a wooden cannon. Once you shoot that bitch, it's not going to break immediately, but you can't, shoot 50 rounds in 10 seconds out that bitch. But if you line that motherfucker up right, and you aim that bitch properly, When that cannonball go out that cannon and hit their body, that motherfucker's gonna explode. But you can't shoot that bitch 4 times in a row. But if you do it right, she can be nasty. She's a wooden cannon. She's not a glass cannon. Lucan, I'll straight up say this nigga's not good. I hate to say it, but at least we got one black character in this game that's really fucking good, because it ain't that nigga Lucan. Lucan has the worst of all worlds. He has some of the worst movement in the game. Even though he does have that aerial flight, after a while it gets predictable of what you're doing when you fly in the air and you slowly fly over to your opponent, because if he dashes in the air he gets free flight, but he doesn't have any real great options out of that free flight. So most of the time you just have to drop down. You just use it to either stall to mix up your timings, or you do a drop down overhead. As you go up and move up and start playing against people who are better and better at the game, that shit's not gonna work all the time. So Lucan he isn't even a glass cannon, because a cannon implies that like he has really great burst potential. He doesn't have any burst potential at all. He's supposed to play very slow and be a grappler, and like in most other fighting games, being that he's a grappler, he fucking sucks. Powerplex. I'll say Powerplex is another character. Also, as we go on, first off, hit that like button. But Powerplex is a character. Oh wait, as we go on, I was gonna say before I ask y'all to hit the like button and be a, I may adjust some characters in and out of other tiers based on the commonalities between my logic of putting certain people in certain tiers, but we'll get to that point when we get to that point. That instrumental isn't playing either. Okay, cool. But Powerplex, he doesn't have anything that makes him great. He doesn't have anything that makes him bad. Because with that just frame mechanic, like, it's a cool idea and it can be useful at higher levels, but at lower levels, Powerplex is pretty much just, and the music stops again. I'm gonna fast forward one more time. If this shit don't start, fuck it. When it starts is when it starts. But Powerplex, yup, look, shit don't even load. So I have to exit out the fucking music player. I have to restart this shit all over again. I really want to find a new music player rather than the default Windows media player, because this shit sucks. This shit sucks ass. Hit a like button for my perseverance. Anyway, can I? Oh no, I just couldn't hear it yet. The beginning of the instrumental was quiet. But Powerplex, he doesn't have anything that's good, but he doesn't have anything that's bad. So he's just mid. Like I said, later on I may adjust him, but like his just frame mechanic, it's complex when it comes to knowing move properties and combo routes and stuff like that. But also it's like you press the square button twice or whatever the fuck. Ooh, whoop-de-doo. Like, it's not that complicated, and it does get crazier at higher levels, but I feel like he's a very not volatile character, because he's not easy to punish. But at the same time, like, he's just a question. When it comes to Powerplex, he's triple question mark. He's questionable. Duplicate is undebatably one of the worst characters in the game, simply because she has a mechanic that not only requires you to have amazing neutral and always be an advantage, but a mechanic that actively takes health away from her. I don't know about you, but when I'm playing a fighting game, I don't want to do damage to myself. I want to do damage to the enemy. Like, to throw out a clone and see your clone get hit and not reabsorb your clone just makes you sit there with the face. Like, why? Like, genuinely, I remember when I was watching a trailer and they mentioned that the way that her clones worked, instead of it just being certain moves that she can only do it on, maybe an install, maybe a super, maybe giving her a meter, they said, oh, if you don't reabsorb your clones, it does damage to you. What? So to use my basic moveset and do damage to the enemy, I have to do damage to myself? Like, she, like a lot of the other characters in the lower tiers of this game, are a glass cannon that emphasizes the cannon more than the glass. Who else are we at? Alan. I'll put Alan in not good for the simple fact that he's not good by proxy, if that makes sense. Everything you want to do with Alan, there are characters in... Well, I'll put it like this. Actually, I just thought about it. I'll put it like this. Alan is the best grappler in the game, but in this game, grappling is fucking useless because besides your actual true grab, every command grab in this game is a hit grab. So all grapplers in this game are automatically not good because they can't punish you for blocking with any of their cool command grabs that lead to their interesting combo routes at all. So automatically he goes down there. His unique mechanic, the thing that's supposed to make him stand out from Lucan and Terrible Girl, is the fact that with his down special, I believe it is, that he has a counter mechanic that turns into a tornado that could send people into the sky and make it so now you're doing an air combo and change up your combo routes and stuff like that. That shit's not that good. I'm sorry. Like, whenever I see Alan players actually try to use that move, I just hit the... This nigga just gave me a free combo, didn't he? Like, in his actual grab, it doesn't have any... it doesn't, from my knowledge and understanding, it doesn't have any really good combos in and out of it. It doesn't do good damage by itself. It doesn't reset neutral and send them far away. Like, his grab, there's no upside to it. There's literally no upside to it. Like, even though Lucan's just as bad, his grabs at least actually lead to combos. This nigga Alan's grabs lead to nothing. This nigga, we know where Conquest is going, so I'm gonna put Conquest. Because I don't want to put everybody on the top tier because of the style way I do these videos. I'm gonna put him in free win because whatever motherfucker had to, wait, hold up. Whatever developer was in charge of developing Conquest, come outside. I just want to talk. That's it. That's all I want to do. Don't worry about what's behind my back. Why are you trying to look behind another man's back, nigga? Pause. Come outside. I want to talk to you. I want to ask you, why did you give this motherfucker a full screen armor dash, a projectile blocking move, and a projectile? Come outside. I just want to ask you. Yo, it's a quick question. That's it. Anyway. I really don't know where to put him. I feel like he's another case of a grappler. He's a slightly better grappler because he doesn't depend on his hit grab, but it's also armored, like casually armored, and he also has a damage reduction mechanic as well as a projectile that makes it way easier for him to just play the game in general. I think I like this tier list in the way it is, and I don't feel like I need to move anybody up or down, so it's time to talk about it. Let me zoom in some more. I think I could zoom in one more and be fine. Nah, zoom out. Alright, so why did it not pause? I think I'm gonna talk about, wait. Oh, I was about to say, did it turn the joint orange? But alright, how do I start this? Invincible Versus came out recently, and the no, wait. Invincible Versus came out recently, and I made a tier list on who I think are some of the best characters in the game. Wait, no, I wanted to do worst first. Fuck. Wait, so then if I want to do worst first, I'll do it like this. Invincible Versus has recently come out. Wait. Invincible versus worst 3 characters gotta be Robot, hit Rex's girlfriend, Monster Girl, and Duplicate. Hear me out. Hear me out. Duplicate is a character with a mechanic that takes away from Duplicate's health. Now, I don't know about you, but when I play fighting games, my goal is to damage the enemy, not myself. When I first heard that she had a mechanic that instead of being tied to a meter or certain moves, it takes away from her own health, I just sat there with the face out this bitch, because what do you mean I hurt myself by using my basic moveset? Nah, get that shit the fuck out of here. Monster Girl, the worst thing about Monster Girl is her dash, because for those of you who aren't aware, Monster Girl, when she does a regular dash forward, it puts her in the air. The reason why that's bad is because this game has a mechanic called wave dashing. Monster Girl is locked out from a mechanic everybody else on the tier list has, and on top of that, she's a grappler. And in this type of game where motherfuckers could zone you to death or boost punch across the screen in under .-1 seconds, being a grappler doesn't really work out, because also when they zoom across the screen, everything they do is plus on block. So you're sitting there blocking, waiting your turn. Now their assist comes out of nowhere and overheads you or lows you while they high you. Now they high low you. Now you're out of block. Now you're getting treatment. This fucking clanker Robot doesn't have a single upside. Robot has a really laggy projectile that's as good as an assist, but when you actually have to play Robot, this motherfucker's Qaptain Commando. I said it. Robot is the Qaptain Commando of Invincible Versus. They have one of the best supers in the goddamn game. But if you're forced to actually play them, they become Qaptain Suck-Ass himself. And then for the inverse, Invincible Versus best characters in the game will 100% make you want to rage quit. I don't know why they made it so that Mark can dash punch across the entire screen and then just hit you and hit you and hit you again, armed and dangerous. That's how it feels like when Mark hits you on block. Him zooming across the screen is armed on dangerous. Him hitting you on block again. He don't stop digging in you. Like whenever I'm playing online and I see a mark on my fucking screen, I go, I just know you's a bitch. I know you not good. And if we were to play the game where neither one of us was allowed to use projectile characters at all, you would be getting fucked up. Because with Mark, you don't have to fucking think, my nigga. Bulletproof is literally Mark, but black in terms of gameplay. What do I mean by that? What is the only thing Mark has that Bulletproof doesn't have? The inability to say nigga. What I meant to say is a dive kick. Bulletproof is Mark with a dive kick. Everything I said about Bulletproof applies to Mark. They both have great neutral, great supers, yada yada. Elemental is the best zoner in this game for the simple fact that the best thing she has is a projectile that if you block it, hits you twice. If you get hit by it, hits you twice. And if you dodge it, can still hit you twice. She is one of the greatest zoners in this game because not only can she back up, but she can also rush you down with her projectiles. Oh, no. There's more. She's another fucking character that's positive off of every move she has except her dive kick. Her projectiles, if she does it in your face, positive. Unboosted, by the way. Oh, also, her projectiles that she can throw across the screen, yeah. Her supers, Both of them are projectiles and both of them are really fucking good. I would undebatably say she has the 2 best projectile supers in this game. She has the best neutral in this game across the entire cast. Period. Full stop. I really want to eat the ass, if it's a female, of the developer that designed this character, because a black woman is the best character in the game. Elemental has no downsides. She's very amazingly designed, and that's mostly because they didn't have to follow a template, because she's a wholly, completely unique and original character. They could do whatever the fuck they wanted, but her moveset has no downsides. She can rush you down, she can zone you, she can play weight and neutral and grapple you and play volatile burst damage. Whatever way you want to play this game, you can play that way with Elemental. That being said, I'm about to hop on this game that's giving me a motherfucking headache, named Invincible Versus, and I am about to play all of the story mode aspects of this game. Well, not the story mode, the arcade mode.